Hello and welcome. Thank you so much for clicking in. This is my polytunnel. Now, a polytunnel is essentially an enclosure, ideally or always made of plastic. In the UK, it is really one of those important things we need if we want to grow our heat-loving crops. So, for instance, I have here my chilies. Look at these. These are cayennes. Look at them. If I grew these outside, and I'll put a clip of what they look like outdoors, you would see that they were doing absolutely nothing. But whereas in here, they are doing amazingly well. So we'll talk about peppers in a separate video because I'll go into detail about the peppers I'm growing in the UK and how I start them. I have actually would rather do a detailed video, but we'll just do a quick tour of the poly to show you what is growing at this time of the year. Okay, if this is your first time meeting me, this is Mecca's Garden and Healing Journey, where I share about what I am growing in my UK allotment, growing organically and also healing with food. So today, first and foremost, we need to take away, we've got some beans here. They're just a few, not a lot. Let's see. Oh, come on, where are you? So these are purple runner beans or French beans. Now, because I said polytunnel is premium, we have such a short growing season that it's essential for me to start some things early. Because our growing season is so short, if I didn't start some things in the polytunnel, I'll probably not harvest anything. So, for instance, this year has been one exceptionally cold year. And things like runner beans, French beans, which by this time of the year, we will be swimming in abundance. We haven't got much. But in the polytunnel, look, I have like overgrown pods as well. I've missed that one. It's a bit too woody now. But we are able to start early inside the polytunnel. So the temperature it gives us slightly higher than your outdoor temperature. So look at that temperature. We've had the lows though, about 5, even this week in July. So I don't know what's happening out there, but it's still able to give us peppers, and we have ripe peppers. Look at this. That is a ripe hot bell pepper. It's not a normal bell pepper. It's called tatashe. It has this beautiful corking around it, almost like you have in the jalapenos, but it's not jalapeno. It's a bigger variety. We call this tatashe. I really don't know what it's called in English. That is a pepper from Nigeria, from Safe Seeds. Okay. These ones are also some beautiful. These are also some beautiful hot habanero. I got ripe one. I think a 2 on this one. Yeah, not many, but yeah, ripe is ripe. And this is African basil. Now, this is not your normal basil. This is African basil. We call it scent leaf in Nigeria. We also have purple basil here, which is not doing too well. They don't like this weather. And the normal basil, which I just cut a lot off. So a bit more of what is growing in here. Obviously, we have marigolds, which we want a companion plant to repel pests. And we also have some more basil looking miserable. Where is it? Looking a bit miserable because I've just picked a big pick. And my African scent leaf or nchau. I've got some salad and some broccoli here. They're just because the pigeons have been eating them. Hopefully they will pick up and I can put them out. Nebraska bed is waiting. I've also got purple sprouting broccoli here and kellet, which is from my own Safe Seeds, and they are looking really good. What's that there? That's some kale as well. They all just need to go out, but the pigeons decimated this, so they've just started growing back and I think they should be ready to go out. This is the corking I was explaining in the tatashe. It's a bell pepper that has corking around it. So that is just the difference between that and a normal bell pepper. Normal bell peppers, we have normal bells are here. And these are also some normal bell peppers growing there. These are supposed to be the long paprika style peppers, but they have struggled. So all in all, the peppers are really happy. I started them early, but I'll give you guys detailed video when I do like a pepper harvest. I started them early and that has made a difference. We also have cucumbers. So these are the things growing in the poly this time of the year. Cucumbers, which I have been picking. Where is it? We've been picking cucumbers, and one of the cucumbers there just got to be taken out because it had ended. I also have some cucumbers behind, which I will show you there. Now over here, this is my special sweet potato bed. So sweet potatoes are doing amazingly well. I hope it's not all leaves because they are looking so good. They are in sacks. I got those bags from Lidl UK, and this is where I am planting sweet potatoes in this year. They look really good, really happy. So I have 5 bags here as we speak, and they are in there so that they don't dry out. So I water. It's a bit overwatering by hobby, but that is because we probably won't come back for a couple of days. Like, every piece of land is premium when you are growing in a small space like I am. So my tiny polytunnel, every single space is being used. And as a result, even the paths I have are very narrow. Now, obviously you want airflow, but look at this path. I haven't made a massive path. It's just enough to walk in and water. Because if I used up all my spaces to make paths, I'll run out of where to plant peppers. And I have peppers in 2 rows on each side too. So on each row, most times I have 2 plants. So you can see I have 2 pepper plants there. Some of them 1, just most of them I have 2. That way I'm maximizing the space in the polytunnel. And this is really important if you are growing in a small space. Obviously airflow is important. We have this sort of vent here. So we've got the little, vents in the polytunnel, which is really amazing. But all in all, just make the most of your space. Temperatures, when they get too hot, we open up both, doors with the zippers. So these are like just zippers. So these are zippers. It will be ideal if we could actually have the slidey doors, which we don't, but this is a small polytunnel, so you can make it work. Like, we've never had any diseases, thankfully, in our polytunnels, like anything overwhelm our plants, and our peppers have never had aphids or things like that. So I believe just ensuring good airflow is important. All in all, make the most of your space. So we'll go ahead and I'll show you the other things that are exciting me down here. Okay, this is it, my friends. Look at this. I have turmeric growing and ginger as well. Ginger and turmeric. And I think this ginger looks like the stem is, oh no, it's still okay. So I have, look at that ginger. Look at that. That is a swollen ginger that has already formed. Can you see? That is ginger formed there. Yeah, that is definitely ginger. I'll just cover it up. So a few ginger, and it smells really strong, really good. And a few more growing here. And also I have a little, but they're not looking too happy. I think also the cold has just not encouraged them. But these 2 bags, I purposely, first time ever, growing turmeric and ginger, and they are loving their life. They are living a good life, okay? I have some random tomato plants here and there, which just got there because I didn't have anywhere else to put them and I didn't want to get rid of them. Who wants to throw away seedlings? After giving out a few, obviously I gave out a lot and this was what was left over. Okay? Anyway, this is it really. This is what my poly is looking like at this time of the year. This is the 14th of July and I am so grateful. Despite the cold weathers, we are able to grow quite a lot of heat-loving crops in the UK inside the polytunnel. So some parts of the UK can obviously tolerate better cool weathers or have hotter. Actually, some parts have warmer temperatures, but here our temperatures have not been that warm. However, we've had highs, like we had a week where we had really, really hot weather, and that's the only week this year so far. So I don't know, is it October? Is it November? Is it March? We don't know what weather it is, but we are still able to grow. So let me know your tips on how you grow in the polytunnel and the amazing things you grow in the polytunnel. If you also want to know how I repel rodents on my sweet potato plants, let me know in the comment section and I'll do a separate video for you sharing how I do that. I try not to make these videos too long because I want to share these videos in as short time as possible. So anyway, thank you for watching. Have you enjoyed this video? Has it added value to you? Has it inspired you that you can grow in whatever space you have? Like this polytunnel was only built 2-3 years ago. We built a self-made one the year before, and we're able to grow peppers. It wasn't the best, but it worked. And this year we decided, the 2 years ago we decided, we'll get our polytunnel, and it's been amazing. Like making the most of this space has been the best game changer, and I believe that you can make more use of your space. So anyway, thank you once again, and until next time, see you in another video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Bye bye.